Hey guys, it's D. Now this is my official Abigail movie review. I waited a little while to make this just because, I wanted to have more people watch the movie before I give some spoilers, because there is a few spoilers in this movie. I might do another review, like a full spoiler one, but this is just like my little spoiler review of Abigail, and I'm very excited to tell you guys what I thought. Before I get into all the big details and everything, I just want to say this movie is spot on something a bunch of horror fans have wanted, and me as well. It's perfect. Well, not perfect, but it's perfect. You know what I mean? It's a perfect balance between comedy and then scary and then really, really gory. I mean, this movie's probably the most goriest movie in 2024. I'm not even gonna lie, the things that they've done in this movie it's incredible what they did, to be honest, and how they did it. One of the directors said on another interview or something that he used thousands of liters of blood to be able to pull some of these things off, which is really, but I love this movie so much. It's so perfect in my opinion. The things that they did, the acting, the cast, the plot, the visual effects, everything just came together. The music especially was just all perfect, and it just made this movie so much better. I was going into the theater so excited for this movie, really excited, because I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good. I think I like the movie so much, it's probably tied with Scream right now, or maybe a little higher than the new Scream movies, but definitely tied in the whole Scream franchise as a total, which is a big thing for me, because you know me, I love Scream. And I just wanted to point out, going into the technical things now and everything, the acting was spot on. All the actors gave in their best work, and it really showed. They all had amazing screen time as the characters. The characters were funny, they were serious, scary, the moods, and all the characters were just phenomenal, especially Alicia Weir's character, Abigail, who plays Abigail, and Melissa Barrera, who plays Joey, or I think it's Anna Cruz, if I'm right. That's her full name, not her secret name. It is her secret name. Her fake name is Joey. But those two actors especially just crushed it. Did a really good job with this movie. Melissa's acting, I feel just keeps getting better and better as time goes on. Scream 5, probably her weakest, I would say, but it was still phenomenal acting in that movie. Just her weakest out of all of them so far. Her acting was really good in Scream 5. I liked it. Scream 6 was even better. Really, really good acting. She improved a lot. And then Abigail, I mean, she crushed it. Phenomenal what she did. The little anger outbursts that she has when people talk about her as a mother, and how she handles the battle between everyone, fighting Abigail and everything. It's perfect. And how she promises, she promises Abigail all these things, and it's just so perfect. You could tell she's serious about it. It's really good acting. And Alicia Weir, she was really good as Abigail. I don't think there could have been a better person to cast for her as Abigail. I mean, the looks on her face when she just does the vampire stuff and she makes it all sad, let me out, I'm scared, and then she smiles, and then she kicks down the door and she runs at them, and it's perfect. Her mood swings that she's able to pull off in this movie, and her acting capabilities is phenomenal. I don't think a lot of people can really do that. And now the plot details. This plot is amazing. As I've said, and I'm gonna keep saying it, the plot is amazing in this movie, especially. The things that they've done, the backstories that they've explained with the characters, about Abigail, about her family. It doesn't overdo it too much, where it's you just keep talking and talking about the past. They do it in a way that ties everything streamlined together, so it doesn't feel like it's purposely telling you that it's actually part of the story, which is really, really good, because not a lot of movies are able to pull it off, but they pulled it off in this movie, which is especially interesting. I love the plot. It's amazing. If you haven't watched the movie, I'm not going to spoil too much, but the twist that they've done with the vampire, not just Abigail alone, but the other vampires, the cameo, I should say, at the very end of the movie, before the credits, it's really good. And the opening scene too was amazing, her dancing on stage, and then the whole cast, the criminals coming together to, get her and kidnap her and bring her to the house. It's just really cool. And now also the visual effects in this movie, I don't know how they do it. So the directors, Matt Bentley-Ofen and Tyler Gillette, they both say they love practical, not CGI. When I do my movies, I usually do practical because CGI can get a little challenging. But for example, Annika's ladder scene, they didn't use a green screen. They actually built a real place for that, which is cool. And they did the same thing for Abigail. Instead of using CGI blood explosions, they actually used real blood cannons to blow people, not actually blow people up, but like, you know, they would obviously have some CGI in that, but most of that was practical effects of the blood and everything. And shooting Abigail at the beginning, that's all practical. That's not CGI. That's actually like blood, like shooting out of like the patches that they put on her, which is really cool because not a lot of movies do that and it can look a little fake, but they really try their best here and it shows. Now, as I mentioned before, the two directors of this movie are phenomenal. They directed Ready or Not, which came out in 2019, Scream 5 2022, and Scream 6 2023. All really good films, and I think Abigail is their best one yet. And I think both of them, like, directing at the same time, they just give, like, good advices to each other, and, like, it makes a perfect movie. Like, their movies are insanely good. Ready or Not is top tier, Scream 5 and 6 are top tier, and Abigail even sets the bar even higher because it's their newest movie, and it's the rest because they probably have had a lot of experience directing before from the past 2 movies that they've done, the 3 big movies that they've done. And I just think that helped them a lot in Abigail and further whatever future projects that they have. But right now, I would say Abigail is their best project yet. Now, something I love in this movie is the score made by Brian Tyler, the music made by Brian Tyler. Phenomenal. It's literally amazing. I feel like for like mainly everything about Brian Tyler, like the music he makes, mainly like the Scream franchise and Ready or Not and Abigail, they're just like perfectly scored with the mood that they're set in. Like when he scored Ready or Not, it was like this violin, like this classicalness to it, which fit the movie because that's really what it was, you know? And then Scream 5 had this very dynamic soundtrack to it, which was cool as well, and it fit the movie because it was new and fresh, and the music felt fresh too. And then Scream 6 was a more darker movie, so he made obviously a darker soundtrack. You could tell there's like that very similar like beat throughout, like da-na-na-na-na, however it goes, that very similar dark beat to it. Scream 5 had a more light one, like it was a more light theme, like the overall theme, but in Scream 6 it was a much more darker theme. And then in Abigail, it was very old-fashioned again, like a very old-fashioned violinist, like grand. It was very grand, the music in this movie, very grand, very loud, which is really cool. The music of this movie was phenomenal. Like, he literally made it. I thought it couldn't get better than the past that he's done, but now it's even better. The music that he created for this movie fits the movie so well. Like, the grand and the old-fashioned and the vampire aspect of all of it, like, the music was perfect for it. And then there's that song called Burn My Tongue that was made by someone for this movie when Melissa at the end, spoiler, she leaves and everything and she's all bloody in the car and then she pulls out the lollipop. That music starts playing, and then the memorial thing for Angus Cloud, who passed away, who was in the movie as well. That music starts playing, and it was made for this movie, and it's becoming popular now, so thanks to the Abigail movie. But that is a very good song, and the music that they just pick out for this it's amazing. Like the directors and everything working together, like the music that they create or choose to use from someone else, it fits the movie so perfectly. I don't know how they do it, but it's perfect. But yeah, I just literally love everything about this movie. I have to rate it. It's gonna be an 11 out of 10. That's right, 11 out of 10, not 10 out of 10, not 9 out of 10, 11 out of 10. It's beyond what I want, what I expected it to be and everything. Very different. I just love the vampire like lore, like the feel it has, like the very old-fashioned and grand. Like if you watch like a Van Helsing Dracula movie from like the 30s or something, it almost feels like that, but new and modern. And it's perfect. The tone of it is insanely perfect. Like everything coming together. I can't say it enough. It's a perfect film, a perfect horror movie. So yes, if you haven't seen this movie, go watch it as soon as you can. You don't want to miss it in theaters, and it's probably like I haven't had a fun experience like in a movie theater or just watching a movie in general in a while. And this changed that. The reactions I had for this, like I can post some of my theater reactions because I recorded some things in the movie that I reacted to. Because there was some pretty crazy stuff that happened, like bodies exploding and everything. It's such a good movie, but I love everything that happened with it. I love the movie as a whole. Hopefully there will be a sequel. We have to see how the box office plays out, but I hope there's a sequel. But yeah, that is my thought on this movie, Abigail. I hope you guys, if you watched it, I hope you guys like it too, because as of now, it's my #1 favorite movie. That could change, obviously, but I just haven't had a perfect movie experience like this in a while. But yeah, if you haven't seen this movie, please, definitely go watch it. It's perfect. You don't want to miss it in the theaters. The audience around you reacts to it too. It's a really fun ride. So yes, please go out there and watch it. And I might do another spoiler review, like, of the actual, like, plot itself. But we'll have to see with time and everything. But yeah, I hope you like this video. If you want more like this or more Abigail stuff, let me know in the comments below, and make sure you're following the Instagram page and subscribe on YouTube. And I'll see you guys in the next video.